Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Welcome to the Milk Cafe. Ooh, that is not what I meant to do. Let's see. Good morning. So, as you can see from my post, uh, we are in the Milk Cafe this morning, and we are going to be discussing people, places, and things, along with the juice and our juice journeys. So, yes, that's what we're talking about today, everybody. Being kind to everybody, because you don't know what people are going through, and you don't know how they are managing their own lives, and you never know when somebody gonna snap on you because you haven't been kind. So what I want to say today is that we need to be kind to everybody. We should be being like that anyway, because in this world where you want kindness shown to you, you want to make sure that you're giving what you want in return. So just be kind to everybody as far as you can. I know that sometimes people have a tendency to be disgusting, and I mean really, really disgusting. But if you can walk away from it, do so. But as far as you can, do your best to just be kind to people, because people are experiencing a lot of stuff, and they have a lot of things on their minds. They don't always share what they're going through, but you never know what somebody is going through. You just never know. So the best thing to be is just be kind to people. Good morning, Melanie, the moderator. Welcome to the live. Where are you right now? Let me see where you at, because I wanna I know. Oh, happy Friday. It's Friday. Happy Friday, Melanie. Let's see. I must see something right quick. Ooh, you are almost there, Melanie. You are almost there. I didn't watch your last. Almost there, Melanie. Let me turn this down. You are almost there. Let me turn this down. Yeah, so I am going to ask people to subscribe to your channel so we can help you get there. But you've been grinding. Let's see. I know. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have my 700 celebration. I just like to get a little bit more than over, because you know how you wake up one morning and 10 or 20 people done left. So I don't just celebrate right at the number. I'll wait a couple of days, but see if you can make it later, and then I'll try to get you some people over there to visit your house. But I'm excited. I've seen your numbers growing, and it's exciting. But so what I was talking about today was um, showing people kindness, because so many people are going through so many things right now in life, and you know, you might be the rude person that come through and just make them snap all the way down. So That's what we're talking about today in the Milk Cafe. And then I'll be on a little bit later to, I haven't even made my celebration video yet. I just been chilling, absorbing it all. But you have any plans for today? I got my coffee going. Got my coffee on. Let's see, put that down a little bit. There we go. That's better. You gonna go live, Melanie, one day? Are you gonna be going live? Are you gonna try to get your hours together so you can get monetized? How you doing it? Now you got people, you got content. What's the plan, Melanie? Good morning. Good morning, Vibes with Yola. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you made it in on this Friday. Happy Friday day. And I'm just, as you could read on the screen, be kind to all. So that's going to be the topic for the day. As you know, on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not in the Milk Cafe too long. The juice of the day, I can type that out too. It's just going to be plain celery. I was thinking about too, I was going back and forth on whether or not, because I came in here and I bleached the kitchen down. I don't do it on Saturdays no more. I don't want to do it on Saturdays anymore. And my kitchen is like spotless. So I'm thinking about going out and getting juice this morning, and not messing with nothing. I don't want to cook today. We have leftovers, and or I might buy something out. I don't know, but I'm not messing up that kitchen. I cleaned that kitchen. I waited till the kids got out of school yesterday and listened to Chef and More, and just did a bleach down on the kitchen. So I'm like, I'm gonna have it nice for one good day. And then yeah, so I might go, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go to juice it up and get me an energizer. But for right now, I'm gonna drink on my water and a ginger shot. They sell ginger shots too. I'm gonna go for right now, I've upped my water game, and because I started getting headaches yesterday, and usually when I do that, it's just a huge sign that I need to get my water together. There is nothing wrong with that. Yep. What, the kitchen? Y'all know when you get that kitchen scrubbed up real nice and that meal come through, it's like, ugh, I just cleaned that kitchen up. So yeah, I just did. I just gotta mop the floor. I'll mop the floor after I drop my little girl off. I'm making my cappuccino now. Ugh. I was off coffee for a little bit, but I realized that there's so many things that I carved out of my life that coffee is not one of those things that I want to be out of it at this time. So I have to learn how to add more teas to it. But Ariel Williams, good morning. Welcome to the live. I believe is this your first time in here? If so, or if not, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nothing wrong with feeling like you don't want to do anything. That's me. I've been um I've been just taking like little chunks of areas and just going in on it. Like this little thing right behind me, I'm gonna go in on that sometime today and organize it. It's a like a restaurant rack, and it has like a bunch of different appliances on it, like my slow cooker, my panini grill. It just needs to be organized because when I get through with it, I just throw it back over there. But I'm gonna go in on that and get my floor mopped today. So, and then I have the kids all weekend long, so um, I I just on Fridays I don't shut down. I just do much less. So I'm not going to take too much time to get into the topic, but as you can see on the screen, it says be kind to all. And I chose that topic because like a lot of people, they will share what they're going through at the time they're going through it. And so I need to be a little bit more kinder to certain people because they're experiencing certain things in their life and they could snap at any moment. But there's a lot of people who don't share, and you don't know what they're going through. You just know they mean. You just know that they're not acting themselves. And so I chose that because it's 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 a lot of stuff going on right now. Like most of the people that I talk to are experiencing some kind of hell, you know, and wherever you can, just show kindness. Good morning, J3GS Farms. See how I have to think about how I gotta say your name. Welcome to the live. So I chose that this morning because I feel like it's needed. It really is needed. Um, Anybody have any thoughts on it? I do things that little parts at a time. Yeah. Um, I think that it's better when you do it that way so you're not as tired. Um, so like I was saying about kindness though, anybody want to talk about anything that they've gone through, not gone through on a personal level, but how kindness is just like the best thing if you can. I'm not going to be taking nobody being too mean to me because it's just that not that kind of life that I want to be living in. But I do understand that when somebody is going through, they're not in the best of moods. So I don't want to be pushing buttons, and I want to be showing kindness wherever I can. Good morning, Karen. I am here, but grading paper, so I cannot participate. I can only listen. Thank you so much. Thank you for running me and listening in. But like I said, we are talking about being kind to people. I'm not going to be juicing at home because I went in on my kitchen yesterday. It is looking really good. Like it doesn't need anything to happen in it right now. So I'm going out today, this morning, as soon as I drop off all the babies. I am going to juice it up, which is my local juice bar, to get me an Energizer. So I'm gonna get a large one with no ice. So that's what's for juice today. I'm being kind of laid back today because I got the whole weekend to participate in all kinds of stuff with the children. So today is what you call my lazy day. But uh, yeah, so being kind, showing love, you know, those are the things that it's not popular anymore. Gunslinger Outdoors. Welcome to the live. So you are stopping by real quick to show love and live some love. Can you stay for at least 15 to 20 minutes? Just leave me running. That way you're not channel hopping and I get some credit for it. Because, one day we'll talk about that as well. But 15-minute minimum. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. We are talking about really quick while you still here, just showing kindness to people. That's the topic of discussion for the day. You don't know what people are going through. I could be experiencing some stuff and you might not never know about it. And, sometimes when people are going through, they stay to themselves. I'm not that kind of person. But I'm not going to be sharing like every little thing that I'm going through with all. because I'm kind of private. And there's a lot of people that are like me and that have that, you know, that kind of private where they're not always, some people they share every little detail of every little thing they're going through, and that's okay. But there's people like me who don't do all that. And so I'm just saying, you don't never know when somebody is going to snap on you. You might be the one that come through and say just the rudest thing to them. So I'm saying just be conscious of what you saying to people and how you behave around people, because they might be going through all kinds of stuff, and just showing a little love can go a long way in their day. So that is what I'm talking about. Megan Rose, good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday to you, and welcome to the live. I appreciate you guys showing up today. Everybody who's come through and everybody who's here to support and show some love, I really appreciate it, because without y'all, I would be in here talking to myself, because somebody would get this message back on the replay. So I feel like if you didn't show up, that's okay. But if you did, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And everyone has problems. And a lot of times we don't think that. We don't think that way when we're going through, and when we're suffering silently or suffering out loud. We don't think that. And sometimes the problems that we're going through are too big for us to think about what someone else is going through. All you know is you got your problem. It's in your face, slapping you, and you don't think about what others are going through. So I'm just saying, be kind wherever you can, whenever you can. Show love. It's free. It's free to be kind. Like a lot of times, um, the hardest thing to get people to do is free stuff. Like it can't be free. Hot Sauce Junkie, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So that's what I'm talking about today. Being kind. Being kind to everybody. Some days we don't feel like it. Some days you like I said, your problems are smacking you in the face, and you might every day, literally, there's a lot of us in my house, and there's something going on every day. I might not advertise it. I might not say anything about it, but there is something going on with some child or some husband or some wife in this house every single day. And, that's why it's important to have some kind of stress free zone. It's so important to have that, a place where you can go and pray, a place where you can go and just release all that toxic energy and all that stress buildup for the day. You got to have it. Otherwise, if you haven't ran across anybody who's kind enough to show you some love for the day, have a stress-free zone that you can go and release that energy at. Good morning, Vern. Welcome to the live. We are talking about kindness and showing love to people whenever possible, because you never know what they are going through. You never know what people are experiencing, and it's free. Uh, Silver City, Silver City dude, welcome to the live. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate that. And make sure y'all come back today, because I'm going to be celebrating I'm going to have my 700 club celebration today. So I'll be back here my time at around 11, just having some discussion. I have another topic that's heavy on my mind that I would like to talk about as well. Yes, show love. Always. Free 99. Yep, that's right. That is so right. So that is it, you guys. That's it. It's it. People are experiencing. People are sick. People are grieving. People are experiencing. They are going through. And you ain't alone if you in that experience. You are not alone. And just be kind. Show love. And if you can't, walk away. You know, some people that gotta be the last, gotta be the one to have the last comment, and it's rude. And you don't know when somebody is right at the edge. They have had enough. And you might be that one that said something rude because you responded to something they said, which, you know, when somebody is going through, when somebody is truly grieving, they are not in their right minds. They are not in their right minds. And so they say things and they do things that will show that they're not in their right minds. And you might be that one that come through and respond to something they said while they was not in their right mind, and it sends them over the edge. I'm going to drive soon, so I won't be able to chat, but I can support with watch time. Thank you so much, Silver City Dude. Uh, Gunslinger Outdoors is saying, however, I do believe that sometimes being kind is not what the person needs to help them with their problems. A double standard, I know, but it depends on the problem, of course. That's true. I do believe that that is true. Walk away then. Just walk away from something like that because you don't have to stay there and take abuse either. That's one thing that you do not have to do. The last word, like my mother used to say, Vibes with Chola saying, you don't, hi Nini 60, welcome to the live. You do not have to be abused trying to be kind to somebody who does not, and I'm gonna say this, does not deserve your kindness, because some people is just rude and nasty. And they just rude and nasty. Some people are just rude and nasty by nature. And I do my best not to be in a circle with people like that. But I'm just saying, and generally speaking, I do my best to show kindness and show love to others. And that's the topic of the day. Rude and nasty don't get my attention at all. If you're nasty and you're rude, or you combine with the two of those, you won't get my company. So I don't have to be kind to you because I'm not going to be mixed with you. I'm not going to be in your company. And so that's just the way Tisa is functioning at this time of her life. Rude and nasty and disgusting, just doesn't deserve a place. I mean, they might not even be going through. Can you imagine what somebody naturally rude and nasty is? And then all of a sudden they do go through, and that just double or triples everything. No. If you see a homeless person and you say, God bless, and give them $10, then maybe the only meal, that may be the only meal they get all week. This is true. And here in California, there are some cities that it's illegal to be homeless, but they have lots of programs and stuff in those areas, those particular areas. But it's illegal to be homeless. You can't be living on the street, and they really press that you can't be out just, you know, sleeping like that. But they have a lot of programs in those areas. But it's true. Um, I was thinking more like everyday people we see, everyday workmates, everyday classmates, everyday people in the grocery store. I was thinking more like everybody, but especially those people that are those that we have to see on a day-to-day basis. You know, there's always that person that rubs you the wrong way, and just feed them with kindness or walk away. You there's always a choice in the matter. There's always a choice in the matter, and how you choose could be either life-giving or deadly. So I know I've had my explosions. I ain't no perfect person. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Um, I was walking through a grocery store, and I don't know if it was a man, woman, a child, or a dog, or a cat, or something, bumped into my baby and knocked her on the floor. And I'm just telling you, like, wasn't good. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I mean, we have our moments, right? I'm not perfect. Nobody in here is perfect. But I'm just saying, whenever you can be kind, be kind. But don't be coming through no store knocking my baby over and not saying nothing. You will not be treated kind on that level. I'm not perfect, y'all. I ain't trying to be. You missed when I spoke to you earlier. How are you today? Vern? Chola is speaking. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, I have come out of myself on many occasions. At many times I have snapped out, and I mean, it wasn't because that's what I wanted in my life. It's just that you gotta I'm not I'm generally kind to everybody, generally speaking, but I'm not perfect and I've had moments. And I do my best to breathe through all my situations. But, you know, there's some occasions and I do my best to stay prayed up, y'all. I do my best because I know where I came from and I know the family that I came from. And so I do my best to be as prayed up and as kind to everybody, but I've had moments. Good morning, Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Welcome to the live. We are talking about being kind to everyone because you don't know what they may be going through. You don't know what people are experiencing. And most people are going through something. And if they are not going through something, their mind and emotion is dealing with someone who might be going through something. So whenever you can, be kind. When you walked in, I was just talking about how I'm not perfect and how I've had my explosions on strangers and how I have responded to somebody else's unkindness. And it wasn't something that I meant or had planned, but it was a response to somebody's being unloving, touching up on me when they shouldn't have been, or, doing something to some said child that I had. So, um, J3G Farm says, I believe in being kind, but when I see someone abuse a child, kindness God goes out the window. Yeah, it that's different. Uh, that's different. That is so different. You when you respond to people like that, you it's not like they're going through. You are responding on behalf of that one that is being abused. So there's no kindness when it comes to those type situations. You knock over my child in the store, I'm gonna let you know what's up with that. Uh, Gunslinger Outdoors says life isn't fair and the world is mean. The biggest thing people forget is to be kind. Let me see. Is to be kind to themselves. Everything starts with you as a person. Well, that's why I'm getting up every morning. Gunslinger Outdoors. This is why I get up this early every morning, because taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself of course, should be first. You know, loving on yourself, loving on yourself, taking care of your health is wealth. Doing your best to take care of your own life so that you can be around to care, give, and love and be kind to others is always going to be first. But it's hard for people to take care of themselves. It's not hard for me. I've learned. I didn't always start out that way, but I'm gonna tell you, when I'm the kind of person that looks at people's behaviors. I don't care what you said, but if you said you was kind to me, how did you respond to me? What did you do? What did you say? How did you do it? And how did you say it? That I've always been like that. I think I got that from my grandmother. She didn't listen to no words, and she spoke her mind on most days. And so I think that I got that from her. But I look at people's behaviors, and if love is there, then you better be walking and talking and acting like you love, because that's what I do. You know, my grandma used to say, she used to talk about the genuine article. I don't know if you guys, that's an old saying. Have any of you guys heard about being a genuine article? She used to talk about stuff like that. And um, if you out here faking the funk, I mean, that ain't being genuine at all. Silver City Dude says, I'm waiting to hear what you have to say about teachers who are expected to take abuse from kids. I can't do that job. I just cannot do that job. I send a bus to the principal office. The principal's office will be full, and the principal needs to send them home so that their parents can deal with them. I don't take mess from children, and my kids know it. They know I don't. Um, I can't be no teacher on today. Um, I can't do it. So that's what I say to that Silver City Dude. Um, I had a situation where my son, I have a 14-year-old, and he was being rude to his teacher. And I said, he don't treat me like that at home. He knows that he can't get away with stuff like that at home. And so if I was you, I would follow the program outlined in the school guidelines. If he's being rude to you in class, I will deal with him when he gets home. But I'm not there right now, and I'm not coming to babysit him in your class. So you need to follow the rules that go on there in your classroom. Send him out, give him consequences. Don't sit there and take abuse from nobody. I don't care if it's a child, man, woman, child, dog, cat, squirrels. We don't have to take no abuse from nobody. So that's what I say about that. Let's see. Yes, it takes more energy to be angry than a smile. Yep. Did I miss something? Let's see. Yep, I believe in being nice. I know you're not much love always. Okay. I'm going back up too far. Yes, Gunslinger, that is so true. By the grace of God, I try to keep a smile on my face. I do too. I really do. I do my best to smile. I do my best to say hi. I do my best to make people feel welcome. And but one of the things that you will not see me doing is taking abuse from others. I don't do that. I don't do that well. I don't, I think that there's too much time and too much space, and I value my life. And when you put yourself in a situation for anger, it stresses your system out, it stresses your organs out, it stresses your brain out, it causes havoc in your body. So I believe in being in a stress-free zone. And when you put yourself in a situation that causes strife and arguments and just stuff like that, you are setting yourself up for an early death. Seriously. You are setting yourself up for early death. Vibes with Chola says, Silver City, I was a TA for 13 years and some children are rude, but I would talk to them and let them know I respect you and so I expect you to respect me. Point blank, period. Those kids that behave like that need to be talked to because they don't understand. Some of them don't understand. Their house is in chaos. They don't get it. They're not okay. So if you a teacher, right, and you trying to be kind and loving to a child that's being rude to you, but you don't give them consequences, then he thinks it's okay. Think about that. Really, really think about that. And I saw you come in, Cultural Garden Lisa. Welcome to the live. Good morning, Green Organic Love, and everyone. Happy Friday, peace and love. I saw you come in. Welcome. This is your first time here. Welcome to this live. We are talking about being kind. We are talking about, I'm always talking about staying in a stress-free zone. But I like the fact that you brought that up, Silver City Dude. I like the fact that are you a teacher? I like the fact that you want to talk about how to deal with somebody else's rude child and somebody else's child behaving in a way that is unacceptable. I like that you're talking about that because I want to say that you do not deserve to be abused by no one. And you have to make sure that whether the child is at home, at school, or whatever, there are consequences that come with not maintaining the rules. So if you got a child in your classroom that's being rude, give them several warnings and then take action. Take action because they won't know. They're gonna think it's like me when that boy got home. There was no beatings. I don't do that. There was consequences. We have games for kids to play. We have video games. We got TVs everywhere. We got all kinds of privileges that were stripped. I'll take all your stuff from you. And let's see how you behave from here on out. Wi-Fi is one. Take Wi-Fi from a child if you're a parent and see how good they go to school the next day. Let's see. I can almost guarantee you're not talking about high school kids. I have high school students here. I have high schoolers, a couple of high schoolers, a middle schooler, and 2 elementary school kids here, and I know how all of them behave. I have 9 children. My oldest is 31, so I'm telling you that I do know how all of them behave, and I've had situations that have included all kinds of things on all different kinds of levels. And I'm telling you, the biggest thing you could be even in a school platform is consistent. Let them know you don't take no mess from nobody. You give them warnings and then you follow through with executing whatever it is you start. There will be no fighting, but you can get out of here. There are no consequences for kids in school, especially if they are in special ed. Schools are funded based on attendance, so the schools are in what that word is, to keep bad kids at school. So what's the protocol? There's a protocol, Silver City Dude. I want to hear it. So if you got a child in that school, disabled or not, that's being rude, fighting, because I know some kids, I've heard of some special ed teachers that say some children like to fight. So tell me, what's the protocol for when you got a child like that in your class that's fighting and being rude like that and basically has not learned how to regulate themselves, especially when you talk. I've cared for special needs children. So when you're talking about a child that needs some self-regulating, what are you doing when they start cutting up in your class? Because I would have something going on there. I had a daycare too, and I always made the worst of the worst of the worst child my leader, my team leader, team player, and my person who helped navigate through the day. I always, I always, okay, so here's what I used to do. That person, that child that acted up and cut up the most was my helper. And I always treated them with extra love and extra kindness. I really did. And they thought that and it changed. It completely changed the behavior though. I used to have this one child that used to cut up so bad, and I prayed about it. And the parents said they were really no different at home. And I prayed about that for days because I was like, he hitting and biting on the other kids. It was a girl actually, hitting and biting on the other students and was making like the daycare a living hell. And so what I did was I sat down with that child and I told her, she was probably about 8 or 9 at the time, but I made her the class leader. I made her the leader, my little helper, and it changed her whole thing. And I know that might not help in some situations, but changing the outcome might help. You gotta sit there and think about what you're gonna do. I'm really enjoying your daily lives, everyone's conversation. Thank you so much, Culture Garden Lisa. Thank you um, for saying that. I believe in the old life code of honesty, respect, integrity, loyalty, trust, and honor. Sadly, the world is losing this more and more. You are so right. That's why we're having this conversation. This is the truth. Yes, it was high school, Silver City. I deal with high schoolers, and I know how they are, and it's just a matter of how you. This is a whole nother conversation because you gotta. First of all, you gotta know if you're dealing with kids, you gotta know the scale. You gotta know how they behave at what certain age. And I don't think that high schoolers are any different from toddlers. I've dealt with them all, remember? And so the only difference between a toddler and a teenager or high schooler is age. They don't understand how to communicate. Toddlers cannot speak the language well enough to communicate, and neither can high schoolers. It's the age, they want to fit in, they're probably having problems at home, and they just need some love and understanding. That's going to get you through the day. But what I do know is being consistent on your grind. Being that teacher that don't take no mess from nobody is going to help you through the day. Um, Special needs kids still don't have a right to be abusive. I don't care who they are. And I don't care what job you want. You don't have to deal with that. So I know that there's rights for all. And if you're dealing with children that are special needs, but they're abusive, you need to get some help in there. I ain't doing it. It's too hard on these days. It's too hard on these days to be accepting that kind of behavior and not let them know that this is how this class is. This is how this teacher is. I'm a little old school, J3G Farms. I do believe in the rod of correction. At your house, you can't be going to school as a teacher doing no stuff, no stuff like that. But I believe in consistency. I believe that you need to be consistent and you need to show these children that you are kind, but you don't play. I feel different about children's behaviors than an adult that does not have mental issues. A child is a product of their environment. Their home is in strife, will display outwardly in school. Um, this is true. This is true, but there are special needs children that aren't a product of their home environment that just are a product and they're disabled and they too have a communication barrier. they too have some issues that are preventing them from communicating well. And so a lot of times when children with special needs have a hard time communicating, they don't know how else to tell you but to act out. So not every child that acts out has problems going on in the home. Irie, Irie Arts, welcome to the live. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. I saw you when you came in and I was in the middle of talking, but welcome to the live. Um, let's see. Yes, Silver City. Yes, they do treat them a certain way. I have worked with special education children. It's difficult. 9 children. Wow, you look amazing. I have 6 adult children. Yeah, I have 4 adult children and 5 minor babes that are here. My oldest one here is 16, and the youngest is 7. I don't preach that out loud, but I will tell you that it's a daily struggle. It's a daily struggle, but I have my stress-free zone that people know don't play with me. And when I get into my stress-free zone, you gotta go. You gotta go sit down somewhere. So I gotta move on. Till next time, everyone. Thank you for coming, Silver City Dude. I hope that this was beneficial. I hope that I said something or somebody else in the live said something that helped. But if not, just being kind wherever you can. Wherever you can, show love to people. Work with the adults, but it's hard. It's hard everywhere you go. I can't be a teacher right now in a public forum because I enjoy my life. And I know that there's so many things. Let's not even talk about trauma. Trauma in a school setting. The kids, we are sending our children to school and they're traumatized. Not we per se, but they're traumatized. The last thing they want to do is focus on education when their mind is plagued with trauma. So that's a big one. Not going to comment for a little bit. I have to clean some eggs. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me run. Yes, and I was that one that did not take any mess. You got to let them know. Most people, okay, so when people know and understand that not me, they don't come to you. They don't bring that mess to you. And so if people talk to me a lot about a lot of different topics and a lot of different things. I'm not the kind of person that's going to tell a whole conversation that I had, because what will that do? That is only going to start up some mess. So a lot of people come to me because they know that I'm a trustworthy person, I'm reliable, and they can trust me with their whole life's information. And I'm not going to go spread it around to the whole family or the world as public news. So I listen and I hear a lot of things that people have to say. I should be a therapist. I'm thinking that when my children grow up, that's the career choice that I will be in. So um, yeah, that's another whole story as well. But let's see. Yes, please do not forget to hit the like button. Oh man, you leaving us? Who left? Wait a minute. Who left this live situation? We were getting in some really good conversation here. Hi, Marlin Music Channel. Welcome to the live. I am doing very well on this Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Let me type that in. Happy Friday. Oh, I was typing and it wasn't even there. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's see. I'll put that up right there. Hitting the thumbs up on the way out. Please hit the thumbs up. So let's see. How are you? I'm doing very well. Fallen Skies Prepper says Green Organic Love. I've pulled out all three of my juicers and I'm gonna use one of them maybe one day. Okay, so you got three juicers that have been on the shelf and you're gonna get one of them out. Okay, I give up. Okay, but I'm happy that you got them out. That's a good start. I have to roll. Appreciate the conversation. Hope everyone has a good one. Thank you so much, Gunslinger Outdoors. I really appreciate your participation in our discussion today. It was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. So take care, Gunslinger. Diz and Trail, welcome to the live. Stopping by to show love and support as usual. Thank you so much. So your name is Des and Trail. Tell me who this is. I haven't been able to get over to your house yet, so I don't know. I haven't seen any of your videos, but I will because I like to know who is in here, and so I will get a chance to come and visit your channel and see what you're doing over there, but I haven't been able to so far. Antoinette, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, happy Friday. Let's see. Vibes with Trolla, right, because they trust you. I will have a BS in psychology. I love speaking and talking with people. Yeah, that's been one of my gifts. You know, we talked about gifts before. I think we're going to talk about it again tomorrow morning. I will also be having my 700 Club celebration later on today, right at around, I want to say 11 Pacific Standard Time. So please come back and celebrate with me, y'all. Yeah. So I'll be having that later on. It said, yeah, I've been in school for some time, and I'm hoping that by the time I'll taking my time with it because I'm in no hurry. I have my family that I put up on a pedestal and priorities list that I take care of daily. So I've been taking my time with a course or two, maybe three every semester. So I'm hoping by the time I get to my 50s, I will have my degrees because by the time I get through, I'll have multiple degrees. So I've been taking my time. I've been in school for years, and it's just it's not a time. It's not the time right now for me with my children and their needs and my husband and everything to really go hard on a career at this time. So it's coming though. It's coming. Yeah, it's sad. Okay, so I missed that part. I am the one people call for everything also. Wanted to stop in and show some love. I will let live play. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Antoinette. You always here, girl. Fun with the girls. Hi. Hi, Fun with the Girls. Welcome to the live. Thank you for stopping in. This is Trail. Des is still asleep. Welcome to the live, Trail. I always like to know who I'm talking to so that, especially if there's a dual, there's a partner channel. I like to know who's stopping by. There's one person behind that name. Yes, good morning. So, Damon Warren, nice video, great commentary. Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for saying that as well. Candy Shell Corner, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you guys all came in this morning. It has been a wonderful conversation, and I'm so happy that everybody is in participation because like I said, if nobody came in, I would still be having this conversation with the camera because I think that some of the things that I think of need to be said. And you can just, if nobody's in the chat, just view it as some regular content or a regular video on my channel. And I try to keep them short because if you have to replay the live, it won't be too long. I had to step away from my phone for a few minutes. I'm back. Thank you for coming back, Marlon Music Channel. So it's been an awesome, awesome conversation. We've been talking about being kind to people. We've been talking about, teachers in special needs situations that, need to probably be more consistent and show even a special needs child who is lacking in communication, because that's all it is. That is really, really, really all it is. Special needs children don't know how to communicate properly. So when you can get with them and sit down with them on their own level, um, it might change. But consistency, consistency, consistency. It's the biggest thing. It's your biggest friend, letting people know that you don't take no mess. You're not going to be abused, but you could be the kindest, 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 kindest person in the world. You could be the kindest person, but you're not going to take abuse from nobody. You're just not. I don't. I let everybody know that I will walk away from a situation before I take some abuse from you. This is just not the way I'm running my life, and making sure that if you've had a stressful day, that before you come or go somewhere exploding on somebody, that you go into your stress-free zone. Wait a minute. I need to go release some stress. Go to the gym, go for a walk. If you have a special place in your home that you've set up as a stress-free zone, let people know. Let them know, because as soon as you come through the door, there's a million and one things that people want to bombard you with. Usually they own problems that they have not learned how to manage. So get in your stress-free zone before you try to take that stuff on. It's not going to be a good day for nobody. So that's what we're talking about today. That is what we're talking about. Even I've been doing this stress-free zone for years. I just didn't know to call it a stress-free zone. It's like, nope. Even when I had babies, that's like, no, I'm in my zone right now. My mind won't even process it. If I'm too overwhelmed and too stressed out, the last thing I can process right now is somebody else's stress. So I got to get into that stress-free zone right now. And most people know, though. It's like I text, email, and message a lot of people, because just the fact that I'm on here and my face is being displayed, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but my expressions come through. I can't hide it. It's been very difficult for me to hide how I feel via facial expression, facial recognition. So most of the time when I'm in a place that everybody knows that I might need to relieve some stress, they get away. They get away from me. Uh-oh, my boy. Uh-oh, mama. She don't tell mom. Not right now. 'Cause they know, I don't even think my eyes be open at some points in time. But I mean, I recognize that and they recognize it now. So I'm just sharing that with y'all. Get into your stress-free zone. Looking forward to connect and support any new people in here. So that's one of the things that we don't self-promote, but do it the right way. Everybody in here I met in someone else's life. And so feel free to connect with anyone in here. Just don't say it. Just don't say it because it's rude to come into somebody else's house and tell somebody, invite somebody as a guest from someone else's house into yours. So be respectful. They see you in here. They're gonna know, okay, we connecting. We're listening, but we're connecting as well. So just do it the right way. Don't speak rudeness in someone else's house because that's like, if you think about it, Trell, it's like being invited to the party, but secretly having your own party in your own house and saying, come on over here. So I'm just saying, y'all gonna get to know me right quick. Um, I could be kind as everything, but I just want to say that, come in, they see you, they're saying hi to you, and they will get to your house when it's time, when this life is over. Look, when this life is over, they coming. So that's okay. And I accept your apology. Thank you so much for apologizing. And I accept that. When I come to your house, I'm not going to be telling nobody that because I understand that there is a certain measure. But I'm happy that you came. Please come back again. And I'm so glad everybody was here today. I appreciate the support. And I am getting ready to get off of here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Rangaya blog. Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming. I am getting ready to end this live, however. So I hope that if you just came in, go ahead and replay this and you'll get a chance to hear what I was talking about for the day. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys and happy Friday. Have a good Friday, okay? Bye.